Good morning, friends. Today I am going to discuss the concept of conventional crypto system. So before we go to the cryptography or conventional crypto system or either public key crypto system, first we need to understand why we have to take the cryptography part, because already we discussed in the first video. So the introduction about the security point of view, even though the user or any organization uses the security services methodology, the security services does not protect the security concept, because of the opponent is so powerful and he may uses the brute force algorithm to capture that information when the information was transmitted to the destination. So here what is the problem is, even though the security services are provided, the opponent can use some of the security attacks to break all the security services. Already we discussed some of the security services are confidentiality, authentication, non-repudiation, access control, integrity and availability. So basically these 6 security services are protected somewhat security concept to the data, but the opponent may use some of the brute force algorithms or attacks like interruption, interception, modification and fabrication. So basically using these 4 attacks to break all the 6 security services. So what the importance to take the security point, because even though the data is transmitting to the destination, so what happened, this particular data is there is no protection of that particular data during the transmission. If the data is the secret information, so how the user can protect that data, that is a major issue. So before the importance of the cryptography we are going to discuss, so first we need to identify the 4 sequence of steps so which are able to identify the concept of the security. The first one is the design an algorithm for performing the security related transformation. So that means we are providing one algorithm, some algorithms which are protect the that particular information. The second one is generate the secret information to be used with the algorithm. So whatever the algorithm you are taking, so that algorithm can generate some secret information with based on that particular criteria. That means already one type of message is taken, that is the original message, which is the meaningful message. That message is converted into some secret information with the help of that algorithm. And the third one is the developing methods to that for the distribution and sharing the secret information. That means, so we have to distribute that information to the destination in a proper method. That means here also we can provide some of the security methods related to the sharing of that information. And the last one is the protocol. So design and protocol or specify a protocol. What the protocol is, a protocol is a set of rules which governs the data communication. That means without protocol we can't communicate the data to the destination. With the help of the protocol only, so we should protect the data and we can communicate the data to the destination. So in the network, one and only statement is without provision of that particular protocol, so we can't send the data to the destination part. So that means the protocol is the plays a prominent role in the communication. So during these 4 parts we need to develop some security methods. So that is only possible with the help of the cryptography. Now coming to the cryptography is considered to the 2 parts. One is the conventional crypto system and second one is the public key crypto system. So what the conventional crypto system is nothing but, here the total role of the cryptography, so the credit goes to the key only. So that means the heart of the cryptography is nothing but the key. So some of the terminology related to the cryptography is, the first one is the plain text message. What the plain text is? A plain text is the original message, so that is the meaningful message. So whatever the user sends the message to the destination, initially that message is called the plain text message. The plain text message is always preferred to the original message or the meaningful message. And the second one is the ciphertext message. What the ciphertext message? A ciphertext message is a nonsense message, that is the meaningless message. That means the meaningless message is nothing but which is not understandable by the opponent or any other person who access that information. That means the plain text is converted into some ciphertext message. So that means that is the second one. The third one is the a key value. What the key value is nothing but a key is the value which is independent on the plain text message. So now you can imagine the key is nothing but a value. So the value which is identified by the plain text message. Now the plain text and ciphertext and the key value. And the fourth one is the encryption algorithm. What the encryption algorithm is method or the procedure or the algorithm which converts the plain text into ciphertext message. That means a plain text is the meaningful message and the ciphertext is the nonsense message. So which is converted the plain text into ciphertext. So that means using that encryption algorithm with the help of the key only. So the algorithm should depends on the key itself. So the key and the algorithm both are associated, then only it can be formed as the ciphertext message. Here you can see this diagram. So the plain text is applied to the encryption algorithm. So with the help of the encryption key, then only it can be produces the ciphertext message. So the ciphertext is the transmitted message which is transmitted to the destination. So how the destination party will reveal the information of the original. So that means he receives the only the ciphertext message and apply the decryption algorithm with the same key k. So whatever the sender uses the key, the same key is used by the recipient itself. So which means so that decryption algorithm takes the ciphertext as an input and applied the same key to that particular algorithm and finally describes the plain text message. So this is what the conventional crypto system. So here you may be understand the clearly this particular message. The sender can prepare some of the set of messages. The set of messages which is called the plain text data. The plain text data is applied to the key. So whatever the sender is used the key, so that is an initial part and which can be prepared into the ciphertext data. So the ciphertext data is taken the part of the decryption. Now you can go to the decryption part. The decryption is used the combination of the ciphertext and the key. Whatever the key is used by the sender, the same key is applied to the decryption algorithm and finally it gets the plain text message. The recipient decrypts the ciphertext message and he gets the plain text message. So whatever the sender sends the plain text message which is the same to the recipient can decrypt the message. Both are the same. So in total cryptography here what the security is nothing but the key. Suppose if the both users can knows the key only, then only they can encrypt it and decrypt it. So if anybody doesn't know the key itself, so when the data is transmitted, so the data is transmitted in the form of the ciphertext only. So the ciphertext is only the preparation of the data which can send to the destination part. So which means you can imagine the ciphertext is the message which can protect the data with the help of the encryption algorithm. In the previously there is no method. So whatever we discussed the 4 points, first we need to design an algorithm. So that algorithm, based on that algorithm we can prepare the secret information. Here what algorithm is used? The encryption algorithm. The encryption algorithm is prepared that message in a original form, that is a secret message. That secret message is prepared. So that is the second one. And third one is here distributing and sharing the methods. So here the ciphertext can be distributed to the destination in what way? So that is in further session we will discuss how the data can be distributed to the destination. So that means it can be distributing and sharing that particular methods to the destination, okay, which can be reached the data in a safe mode. And the fourth one is the design and protocol. This is one entirely a different a concept which is included in the third unit and the fourth unit. What are the protocols are here designed by the cryptography? What type of protocols are used? How these protocols are send that information to the destination? So these all are the information. And finally we can observe. So this is the a system which can be taken the part of the a conventional crypto system. A conventional crypto system is used a single key for both encryption and decryption message. So finally, so the important terms in this particular cryptography, it's a very important introduction part, because of in the previous chapter, in the previous concept we will discuss some of the security services, security attacks and security mechanisms. Whatever the user uses the security services, all the security services are breaks by the opponent, because this is the major part. So because the confidential security is cannot be protected, the authentication security mechanism cannot be protected, and the integrity security mechanism cannot protect the data, and the non-repudiation mechanism cannot protect the data, and the access control security mechanism cannot protect the data, and the availability security service cannot protect the data. That means whatever the security services are available, so all the security services doesn't provide the security so in a fully manner, because of the opponent uses some of the brute force algorithm. Because the opponent is so powerful nowadays, we know that the opponents are two types, so in the software side and the humanware side. And coming to the software, so there are two categories of the software opponents are there. One is the viruses and second one is the worms. So we know that the virus is the program which can infect the other program. Simple, that we can understand the concept of the virus is nothing but, because we heard the term virus term in related to the computer system, because my system is affected with virus. So we can heard the type of words, because of a virus is nothing but a program which is infected to the other program. Whatever the running program is going on, so that program is disturbed by the virus itself. So that is a concept of the virus. So related to the a particular software opponent. And second one is the worm. What the worm is nothing but, a worm is infected to the system, so which is corrupted at one day, because of not the gradually it can be affected to the system. One day the total system will be spoiled. So all the components of the system will be damaged by this particular worm software. So these two are the opponents related to the software. And coming to the humanware, what are the types of the humanwares? Here nothing but you can observe the humanware opponents are hackers and crackers. Hackers are the users who can access the information without permission of the users. So it is a major issue, because of without permission of the proper sender, so the user can try to access that information without permission of the both communicating users. So that means here the opponent category is the hacker, and second part of the humanware opponents are the cracker. A cracker can operate any type of message, any type of information, any type of methods on that particular information, because he misguided the total information to the destination party. Because so he act as a sender, nothing but, so sometimes he can send his own message and to the destination side, and he created his own message and he created himself to the message to the destination. So here these are the main criteria, because of why we can protect the data in the sense. So we should protect the data when it can be sent to the proper destination. So because of always we are creating some of the important things which can be taken in the security aspect. So that's why here in this particular conventional crypto system, so definitely which can protect the data in a certain manner, because of compared to the security services. So the security attacks or breaks all the security services during this identification of the concept. Here you can observe, so the conventional crypto system is the pre-standard method which can protect the data security which transmitted to the destination part. Here is the plain text is used, plain text is the original message, ciphertext is used, ciphertext is the nonsense message, that is a meaningless message. A key is used, a key is the value which is independent on the plain text message, and the encryption algorithm is used. Encryption is the process which converts the plain text into ciphertext, and the next one is nothing but, here you can use the decryption algorithm. Decryption is the process which convert the ciphertext into plain text message, so which can protect some of the security services. So this is the basic introductory part regarding to the conventional crypto system. In the next video we are going to discuss the public key crypto system.